This is Grant Wood and examples of his artwork. He was known for regionalism. Born February 13, 1891 in Iowa, and he died February 12, 1942. Best known for his paintings depicting the rural American Midwest. He taught painting at the University of Iowa's School of Art from 1934 to 1941. American Gothic is his most well-known work of art. Today, I will learn about patterns so that I can use repeated designs in my fields to add visual interest to my painting. Today, I will learn about landscape so that I can create a composition that includes foreground, middle ground, and background. Today, I will learn about texture so that I can create painted corn stalks and style similar to Grant Wood and use different brush strokes to give the illusion of implied texture, which is how things look like they feel. Okay, first grade, we are working on Grant Wood down at the farm. So we're going to create the landscape, and we just watched a video about the three parts of a landscape: the background, the middle ground, and the foreground. So step one, you should have your blue paper. It needs to be horizontal, side to side. Please make sure the supply manager gets the crowns that match your table, because you're going to write your name on your paper and your teacher's code. Please remember, my name is Miss Lawson. You are writing your name. Please return that crown to the cup. That cup goes back on the cart. Once we all have our name and our code, we're going to flip the paper over. Now, to help us know where these lines go, we're going to fold it in half. So you're going to take the long bottom and you're going to fold it up to meet the long top. Then we're going to crease it. Remember, this is our invisible line. We are not drawing a line. We see the fold. That helps us know where some of these lines are going to go. Now, this is similar to our happy sun rays when we drew the line that was the green and the blue. So, supply manager, the next one is going to be getting the black crown, which is the long basket, off the cart. And we are going to draw two lines that go all the way across, and then three short lines that kind of fill in the spot. So the first line is going to go above the fold. This is where the first mountain's in the back. So I'm going to start on one side. I'm going to dip down and up. Now notice, I did not go up and down, up and down. It's just a line that has a slight bend in it. Again, this is above your fold. This is your fold. The second long line is going below the fold. Same thing. Start on left and draw a line across. So this is our two lines. This is going to be the background. We're going to fill a few more into the middle ground, and then two small ones in the foreground. So the next line is going to start on this side. I'm above the fold, but I'm not going all the way across. I'm going to bring it and stop it in the middle of that line. It's a short little hill. Okay, the two lines in the foreground, which are near the bottom, are going to be two short lines just like that. One is going from the left to the middle, and one is going from the right to touch that line. So again, we have three short, two long. We have the background, the foreground, the middle ground, and the foreground. Black crown, that gets put back in your basket. Please return that back to your cart. And then we're going to move on to adding the color to our landscape. Please listen, and I will tell the supply manager to grab your tray. We have yellow, green, and brown. Remember, you'll take your tippies and you will dump them in the cup so everybody can get the handle. Then I will call the table captain to open up your 3 paints. Put the tops in the cup. And we are going to start all the way in the backgrounds. So I'm going to use yellow first. So watch, I'm going to get a little yellow. It's not this. This is the sky. We're going to the below that first line. Again, not above that line. You are below. So I'm going to put some yellow in. Now, I don't want to wipe my brush off. I want to keep a little bit of that yellow on there. So I'm going to go to green, but I need to be careful because I don't want to stir, I don't want to scoop, and I don't want to jackhammer. I'm just going to go down and up, and you can see the yellow did not come off my brush. Then I'm going to move down here with that so it mixes into a yellow-green. Notice I'm not in here, I'm just in this one section. So I'm mixing in so it's a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green in that one section. Okay, this part right here is just going to be the green. Just that section is that green. Now your green may be a little different than mine, that's fine. So you can see the 2 sections are different colors. Okay, we're moving down. Now, this section is going to be a little bit of green, a little bit of brown. So I'm not cleaning my brush off my wipe mat. I'm going to keep the green and then I'm going to go to the brown. Now remember, as long as we don't stir, scoop, or jackhammer, it won't mix it. So this area is a little brown and a little green. Again, I'm staying in those lines. I want to separate. Trying to cover up the blue. I don't want to see the blue. Okay, now these 2 sections down here are going to be a little different. I have brown. I got to be careful because I'm going to go in yellow. Again, I shouldn't stir, scoop, or jackhammer. As long as I dip down and up, it should not mess up the yellow. Because the part down here is a little yellow and a little brown. Kind of makes it a mustard yellow. Again, I want to make sure I have a little bit of both on my brush, filling in the blue. Okay, so this first part today was adding the color to our landscape. You have yellow-green on the backgrounds, green and brown on the middle ground, and then a yellow-brown on the foregrounds. Make sure my brush is wiped off now. Supply manager, get your house, make sure all the tippies are bottom down, hair up. Then table captain, make sure you get the tops and you're carefully closing up your yellow, your green, and your brown. When all this is done, your tray will go back to the counter. Please make sure your tippies are dumped in the pool. And then please listen, Miss Lawson will be telling you if you're taking both papers or just one paper back to the drying rack.